I'm okay. He get himself a little turkey.
Not yet.
Maybe when we eat our leftovers tomorrow,
Yeah.
you get a little turkey.
I gave him some Thanksgiving cheese instead.
Oh, he got Thanksgiving cheese. What a little scammer. What a little scam artist. You did it. You scammed her.
You got Thanksgiving cheese.
You got cheese. I wonder if I didn't make this public.
I haven't gotten it yet.
That would be unfortunate. Because I don't think there's a way for me to change
Oh, no,
it.
I just got it.
Oh, you just got it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got it. Well, fine then.
You guys don't have long because Paul's cold.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably get a coat.
Yeah, let me get you something a little warmer, baby.
Okay. Late night crew. This ain't no morning. Don't give me the good morning shit. I don't want to hear about morning. Okay, this is night. Ooh. Is that my Pico?
Yeah.
This'll work. This'll work. Yeah. One arm already feels better. I wonder why your upper body gets colder than your lower body. I guess that's where all your shit's at, huh?
Yeah.
All your organs.
Yeah. Like your body's not trying to protect your legs as much. It's like you could lose a leg to frostbite.
Yeah. Fuck you. You don't need legs. You need guts. Hey, Paul, I haven't watched you in like 5 years. Oh, wow, your beard is like gone. Yeah, my hair's gone too. Da-da-da-da. I got a haircut. And I've been, you know, doing my thing. You know? What is thy bidding, my master? It's my morning, Paul. Dude, I don't want to hear about it. It ain't morning. You know when the sun comes up on the world? When the sun comes up on the West Coast. That's when the sun truly shines. You gotta know the signs. About to start night shift work tomorrow. Okay, well, there you go. Good luck with that. I've done night shift. I preferred like super early morning shifts when I was doing shift work. I liked a good like the earliest they'd give me. Like I used to start work at 4:30 in the morning when I worked for the Starbucks. And that was the shit because like 11:30, 12, I'm already getting ready to go home. My day's over. It's only fair to warn I was born with a set of horns. Whoa. Good eve. What's poppin'? Greetings from North Korea. Kamsamnida. You have a poppin' voice? Yeah. What's poppin'? Where you living these days? Washington State, bro. Way out in the woods. If you could believe it. When do we stop being young men and just become men? I don't know. That's a good question. I think 30 probably is when. Although Dude, when you're in your 30s, you have these oldsters coming up and going, young man. It's just, you're always a young man to somebody. When we become femboys. Okay. Do it. Do you mean from 30? Yeah. When I'm 30, like when I turned 30, old ass dudes were just still calling me young man. And now I'm 45 and old ass dudes still call me young man. So it's like, maybe I'm just immature looking. I don't know. When you put on the mini skirt, thigh highs, and get a shark plushie. Oh, that's how you become a femboy? Okay. I did not know that. I was not aware. Do you think we should take our lives more seriously from 30? If you're not taking your life seriously all the way up to 30, why start? I gotta be honest with you. I don't mean to fucking be all contrarian and shit, but I think people take their lives a little too seriously sometimes. You ever feel that way? Everybody's just kind of like wound tight because they're looking forward to the future and worrying about it, rubbing their hands together, going like, oh, fuck. Yeah, maybe life isn't to be taken seriously. You ever think of that? Maybe an absurdist viewpoint is the best, because maybe that's the truth. I don't know. You can ask whatever you want, man. That's what I'm here for. The Tao, yeah. I think Taoism invites absurdism. It invites an absurdist view. I will tell you this. Thinking back over the balance of my life and all of the worry that I've gone through, none of it was worthwhile. And I spent years probably of my life just in constant worry. So maybe having your shit together isn't what we thought it was. And maybe taking your life seriously isn't the right thing. Life sometimes a complete automobile where everything just happens to smoothly, like, well, I don't know. I don't know. You think you're hot shit because you have a coat? What? Do you need it? I'd give it to you if you needed it if you're cold. Because I have sweaters and stuff. You're a homeless lesbian? Yes. That's right, sweetie. Now come over here and eat my pussy. Mm-hmm. We got it. You bottle of boo-boo? No. No, I wouldn't. Also a homeless lesbian. Sick. Sam Hyde. I don't really think I look much like Sam Hyde. But maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah, homeless lesbians unite. What's this hay? Hay is for horses, friend. What? Shut up. How would one get clean from weed to take a pee test that's needed in January? Not a law thing, just a new job thing. Bro, I don't fucking know, homie. I gotta be honest with you, dude. Straight up, dead ass honest. I don't think there is anyway. And it depends on the time. So it's a pee test. Maybe. But, I mean, I just think it's all bullshit, man. I think all the bullshit, like, oh, you can take this cleanser, you can do this. Like, I think you're going to piss dirty if you're going to piss dirty, bro. Finally recovered from the 24-hour show. Oh, yeah, I've been fine. I did Thanksgiving today. I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving. If you could believe it, I ate too much. Isn't that crazy? I overindulged. Can you believe it? Absolutely nuts. I'm a big boy. I need a big plate. Why did you guys mute me? Probably because you're retarded. I'm gonna guess you were muted because you were retarded. That's gonna be my guess. I only have 10K in my Roth IRA at 28. I think I might be cooked. Let me tell you something, man. You know who's cooked? I'll tell you who's fucking cooked. The dude that did everything right and is like 80 years old, sitting on a pile of money, and he's too fucking sick and old to do anything with it. That's the guy that took an L. You're young. You've got time. You got your whole life stretched out in front of you. An old man sitting on a pile of money's got nothing. So that's the loser. Lobster ravioli and cheeseburgers. That's crazy. That's a unique Thanksgiving. Howdy, Nuggy. How are you? You want a femboy for Thanksgiving? All I want for Christmas is a femboy. All I want for Christmas is a femboy. A femboy. Ooh, a femboy. Gee, if I could only have a femboy. Watch them figure out regenerative medicine in reverse, and it all goes to letting those rich old men fuck around for the next 100 years. I mean, maybe. Who the fuck knows, man? Yeah, if you got a crystal ball you can look into, then, you know, share it with the rest of us. But if you want to know what I think people are going to keep living and dying like they always have for quite some time. And I don't know that wringing your hands and never doing anything. Can I tell you guys something real personal? And this is not an indictment to my ex, but I was married at one point. Now, one of the big sticking points between us was she was extraordinarily pragmatic with money. Wanted to save every penny. And I wanted to spend every penny. Maybe not every penny, but I wanted to enjoy the money that I was saving at this job that I worked, right? It was a hard job, and I wanted to take some of that money and travel with it. And we did not share those goals. And having lived that way, right? Having lived for the future, like where everything you're doing now is an investment in your future, I'd live the way I live now 1,000,000 times over. The way I live now is not as secure, I guess, money-wise. But I love my life, you know? Your shitcoin's going to the moon? Fuck yes. Oh, that's a good one, Bold. I want to know, like, I'm going to turn this, like, I think there's a way to turn it off. Let me see if there is a way to turn it off. Can you turn off the Community moderation. Let's see. Live chat on. Blah, blah, blah. I thought there was a way to just, like, turn off this stupid fucking, like, crown shit where the dumbest fuck somehow has the #1 crown. Like, what the fuck is that? Why did they even add it? Mr. Beast, go to bed, kid. Time to go to sleepy. Does your mom know you're on your phone this late, kiddo? Don't make me call her. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You can't sleep? Well, it ain't my problem. Go get fucked. You got the crown? Oh, well, at least you're not a total fucking fucktard. What? I need to shut my mouth? Okay, sorry, sir. My bad, sir. Steal that motherfucker's crown. Bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va bien et toi? What a stupid thing YouTube has done again. Yeah, just a stupid, ill-advised retard fest. Do you hear they stopped making the penny? I don't know. That's a stupid question. All the virgins are out tonight. Yeah. We're out tonight though. So because that makes us virgins as well. Damn. Self-owned. We pwned ourselves. We did it. We did it to ourselves. You like the purpose question? What? Ask it. What purpose question? Oh, have I found my purpose? I'm a nihilist, so I don't believe that anything has intrinsic value, and I would ascribe purpose as a value judgment. And so I don't think that anything truly has a purpose. Things exist because they exist because they exist. Right? Yeah. What am I doing on the Epstein flight logs? Dude, I was just a fucking stewardess. Dude, it was just a job, okay? I went 3 months without collecting EBT and what are you guys even doing, dude? This is just like gobbledygook tonight. There's just gobbledygook in my chat. Absolute gobbledygook. I hate you all. Obviously, you don't have a purpose. Yeah, well, I think it's obvious that nothing does. Yeah. Yeah. I think that purpose is wishful thinking. I think that purpose is something that people use to justify what they do in life. I think that's purpose. Have you ever tried a line? What are you, 12? Everybody has a purpose? No, that's okay though. There's beauty and serenity in purposelessness. I wish I could show it to you in the same way that you wish you could show the truth of your religious dogma to me. Shorter beard suits me. Thanks. I'm keeping it this way. For a little while anyway, till I get sick of the way I look, and then I'll change everything up again. I'm thinking maybe a mohawk or like a side shave or some shit. Let's go wild with it. Do you think there are some people who need to be miserable to function day to day? Miserable to function day to day. I think that there are people out there whose primary window on the world is misery. I know that for a fact because I used to be one of them. Purposes appoint, bluntness doesn't always work. No, I mean, it's fine. You can ascribe purpose to your life, but just know that you're ascribing it, right? It's not coming from some universal truth or some sort of divine body. It's what you've decided to do with your life and what you look forward to and what you consider your purpose. You know, it could be a personal thing that you strive for, but does it exist out in the world? No, absolutely not. Oh yeah, I used to love wallowing in misery. Sometimes I still do, but not anywhere near like I used to. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a real deep well of negativity in me. I think I just vomited it all out, just like angered it all out and abused myself to the point where it was like, you know, I guess I did my penance. I don't know. Staying positive is a bit of a struggle. I'm not very positive either. I have kind of embraced a central neutrality. I'm a Taoist, so I remain at the center of the circle and all of that. Endowned, bro? Don't say shit if you don't know how to spell shit. Motherfucker, you just said endowned. Do you even know what the word is? I want to know. Have you walked around your whole life thinking that the word is endowned? I think you were endowned in your mother's womb. How about that? Holy shit, kid. Fuck. There is no argument against water if you're... Oh, fuck, I can't. Man, holy shit. How can someone proclaim they know there isn't something called purpose and just think they're more correct? You know, it's my view, right? It's what I think logically follows. For example, do you think that a grain of sand on the ass end of the universe, far beyond the boundaries of our furthest telescopes and furthest theoretical models, do you think that that grain of sand has a purpose? What purpose would you ascribe to it? Hello, Goat versus Fish. We believe in you. Yeah, we believe in you too. Endowed. Yes, endowed. Yeah, I think that a lot of times people with tiny wee-wees are probably depressed about it. If you go watch a cloud float by, you can enjoy it without it meaning anything. Yeah. You can sit in stillness, right? You can enjoy that moment, and it doesn't mean anything. Did you not think you would be put to the test if you were to enter such a kingdom? Right, so Pascal's wager. So what if you're wrong, right? So Pascal's wager is a person who believes in God will come to you and they'll say like, all right, well, why not believe in God? Because if you're right and there is no God, then nothing happens anyway. But if you're wrong and there is a God, then you go to hell. So when you err on the side of caution, friend, my answer is no. I think that modern religion and the God that they posit, I think that it's absurd. And it is one God, too. Allah is Yahweh. It's all one fucking giant morass of bullshit. And I want nothing to do with it, personally. I mean, you guys can have at it. I wouldn't take away your right to practice whatever fucking backwards bullshit you're practicing, but do you believe in God? No, sir. I'm an atheist. Religion is many more than thousands of years old, moron. We're talking about how it's practiced in the modern world. Like what God is through the lens of a modern preacher. What Allah is through the lens of a modern imam. Yeah, late night streams are always the best streams. They're always the coziest streams. Does quantum mechanics prove purpose of grains of sand, you asked? Well, I mean, what would you ascribe? You're not a quantum physicist. So what purpose, if any, would you derive from a grain of silicate on the ass end of the universe in a place that humans could not even theoretically reach in a million years? Like, what is it? You know? And if it has no purpose, you can't describe it a purpose, right? Then why do you? Because you're made of the same shit. I mean, that's what kills me. It's like I'm sitting on a deck built from wood that I share 96, or not 90, it's like 88% of our DNA is the same as trees or some shit. Pompous really missed all those goats and deer. Oh yeah, he did, man. Fuck, that was wild. Electrons affecting electrons across the earth away instantaneously. Sure. It's easy to make a punishment and then tell someone they would be better off believing and behaving as you do in order to avoid it, because why not? Right. Right. No, what's the purpose? Like, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to piss on your parade. I know it's not something that a lot of people want to hear, because a lot of people are seeking, like, what is my purpose, man? What if your purpose is to be? What if your purpose is to experience? What if your purpose is you are one of the visual organs of the universe, and through you, it experiences its own mortality, right? Like, what if that's your purpose? What if it's not get a job, have a kid, squat out 3 brats, fucking die of a heart attack at 60? What if your purpose is to just be? What if you're satisfying your purpose every second of every day? Right? What if? What if? I could see that being just as plausible as any other purpose that you would give for your life. What if it's not? What if it's not? I'm actually not all that depressed. I'm a bipolar guy, so, but I tend towards mania. I'm well medicated now, in more ways than one. Cheers to that. But yeah, I don't really feel a heavy depression anymore. I have struggled with depression, and every once in a while I do. But I think my worldview actually helps my depression. It's one of the big kind of changes that I made in my life over the last 2-3 years was to give myself something to practice, a focal point, right? Too much sativa. If such a thing exists, I haven't found it. You still a Buddhist? I'm not a Buddhist. I'm a Taoist. You'll pray for me? Cool. Thanks. I'll murmur some words to a fucking imaginary figure for you too. You ever feel like, and it's not always this way, like my mom will be like, I'll pray for you, PJ. And I'm like, oh, thanks, mama, sister. Right? But sometimes I feel like people that don't even know you, they launch that shit like a missile. You ever feel like that? Like, I'll pray for you is almost like an accusation, like you're fucking in shambles and I'm going to make sure that, it's like, and it's like there's this false, like, social thing where you have to say like, oh, thanks. How many steps you averaging a day? Dude, I don't count, bro. How many steps between my house and your mom's house so I can tap that ass? Do the thrusts count? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to work it out, brother. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it for my friends, my family, because I feel like there's a sincerity when you know shit, you know what I mean? Like when you know a person, there's a little bit of sincerity. They want what's best for you. They love you or whatever. Somebody I don't even fucking know says, I'm praying for you. It's like, bless your heart is a bit of a diss. Oh yeah, it's like they're patting you on the head. Oh, bless your little heart. It's condescending as fuck. All their little shit. It's all little word games and shit with them. Not all of them. I mean, there's some good fucking religious people out there, but a lot of these fucking internet preachers that come through here in the chat, and there's a lot of them. You guys will probably see 5 or 6 more before this is over tonight. There's a lot of these motherfuckers out here preaching the internet gospel or whatever. These motherfuckers are just absolutely worthless individuals. Through great effort and perseverance, I take at least one step every day. Yes, same. You know what? Every day, I strain every muscle in my body and I rise from my bed. I'm praying for you not to get the bubonic plague is something a person told me, and I'm still confused. Oh, shit. Dude, Femboy's Stormtrooper. Do you see this? Lucky Cat Femboy. Dude, is there going to be a fucking Femboy fight in here, or can you guys coexist? I don't know how it works. Hi, Paul. I just got to the 12-hour mark and the manatee lit, and things sound grim. How are you doing psychologically after the individual manatee situation? Oh, dude. I'm broken. Still brain broken. Yeah. No, I got to be honest with you, man. It's all a blur. I don't know. Most shows are, though. I've got this, like, gotten into this. Because we do so many. We talk about the same things a lot of times, or, the same news. And it all blends together, and I can't remember a single fucking thing about it, to be honest with you. But my short-term memory is not great. Excuse me. Us femboys are pretty territorial, but I'll try and keep the peace. Yeah. It's like when two alley cats see each other, and they're like, how long did the hangover last? Dude, I don't get hangovers. I'm not 12. There's no such, dude, you drink water before you go to bed, player. No such thing as a hangover. You know what a hangover is? A hangover is dehydration. If you go to bed on a big belly full of alcohol, it's going to wick all the fucking moisture out of your body and you're going to wake up with a throbbing headache. You just drink a big glass of water right before you go to bed, you'll wake up in the middle of the night and have to pee, but you won't fucking, like, you won't be hurting in the morning. I haven't had a fucking legitimate hangover in probably 20 years. I'm not even lying. And I've drank hard. Who do you predict will win the next election? I mean, if I was going to be a betting person right now, I would say Gavin Newsom. I think after Trump here, people are going to be ready to flip the coin back to the Democrats. And I think Gavin Newsom has positioned himself. He's a slick politician. He's going to look young in the face of these doddering old men that have been our president for the last fucking 12 years. Insanity, right? Demented old men being our major leaders for going on 12 years. Unheard of. You like night or day? Night and day. Oh, hey, man. Night and day. Night and day. Great idea being eternally drunk. What is it with you femboys and drinking? You femboys are always swigging something. You're just such a boozy little group of folks. Nah, I mean, it's a cyclical thing, Stormtrooper. I can't just call you femboy now because there's another fuck. I'm gonna come. It's a cyclical thing. People don't really get sick of it. They just go like, "Oh, this ain't working. Throw the car in reverse," and then they slam the car in reverse against a wall and they go, "Shit, this ain't working. Let's throw the car in drive." You know what I mean? And it just keeps going like that. Bro, your life without purpose, maybe purpose isn't the right word, but you thinking it's all random and finite, there's gotta bother you in some way to believe that. Why? Why would that bother me? I find beauty in simplicity. I do think you're being reductive, right? Like you're kind of putting words in my mouth, but yeah, I think there's beauty in purposelessness. There's beauty in silence. There's beauty in stillness. There's beauty in all these things. I'm not afraid of these things. Just the same way you find beauty in the ritual and communion and all of that, and, you know, fellowship and all that, right? I find intense beauty in, you know, the natural world as it is and my place in it, right? No, I don't think Zoran is the future of the Dems. I think he's gonna be like a middle of the road dude. Silence creeps me out. Really? I mean, there's no such thing as true silence unless you go to one of those isolation chambers or whatever. And you can hear your own heart and shit. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Challenge me to a fist fight. All right. All right. Name the place. Name the place, kid. Put your dukes up. Come on. Come on, Sonny. I'm a rascally old bastard, okay? You're not going to get one over on me that easy, kiddo. Did you fight a lesbian? Dude, I'll fight anybody right now, bro. I don't even give a fuck. Dude, I fight a midget right now. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I'm high off that turkey I ate earlier, bro. And I'm ready to whoop somebody's ass. use British fighting rules. Yeah, fisticuffs, mate. Why do you think Christians find naturalistic religion satanic? Well, they find anything that isn't Christianity satanic because that's what their preacher tells them. I mean, anything that isn't from their church is satanic. They even call each other satanic. Like, I've heard Christians talk about how, like, Baptists are satanic because they add this layer of ritual. I've heard Protestants talk about how Catholics are satanic because they worship Mary, false idol, blah, 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 right? So satanic is kind of like fascist. You know how, like, on Twitter and in political discourse, fascist no longer means somebody that adheres to the tenets of fascism. They're just a person you disagree with intensely politically. Yeah, it's the same thing. Christians just, everything that isn't Christian, everything they disagree with is satanic. Good and evil exists, does it not? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, friend. Because here's the problem with the concept of evil in particular. Evil invites us to not understand. So if we have a dude like Jeffrey Dahmer and you go like, he's evil, then you fail to understand Jeffrey Dahmer. You've made a spooky monster of him, right? I think evil is a conversation stopper, and so is good. If you're talking about concepts that have a natural expression, like a full 100% expression on either end of the spectrum, absolutely not. Yeah, it's a thought terminator. You say evil, and then you don't have to understand why Jeffrey Dahmer did what he did, why Hitler did what he did, what were the underlying pressures and all the bullshit. Like, you don't dig any deeper. If somebody's just a monster, right? You don't dig any deeper. You don't understand what happened. You don't get the history. You don't understand the person, and so you learn nothing from it. People were still protesting Manson here in the UK a few weeks back. Yeah, I mean, it probably still happens here too. What's your opinion on Trump? Old, tired, sleepy. Did you see Sleepy Boy Trump today? Oh my goodness. Trump was so sleepy. He was like passing out in his chair while he was in a meeting. He was like, poor little Trump. He needed a chalky baba. So I think fat, old, sweaty, cankles, demented, sweet old peepaw that needs to be, give him a chalky baba and let him take a nap. Poor old peepaw Trump. Thanks for the 169 DKK. I appreciate that, friendo. That's kind of you. What the, who sent it though? Oh, okay. Hey, Paul. I just got to the 12-hour mark in the Mana Tauntlet. Oh, I thought I already answered you that. But yeah, no, I'm doing okay, man. I've blocked it out mentally. There's a mental block for that whole 24 hours. I only remember one or two strange things. Trump's pussy looks like Hillary's face. What even kind of comment is that? Well, sure, cause and effect are in play, but cause is not purpose. Yeah, Brett got part 2 nuked, but we're taking care of it. Don't worry about it. We're taking care of it. It's the act that's evil, bro. You're being lazy about this. The why they did it, sure, there's a deeper question, but the act itself is objectively evil. I don't believe in objectivity. Like, I must say, like, I believe I'm a determinist, right? So I believe that um, the universe is as it is. Um, it's a series of circumstance. It's not some divine plan. There's no perfect example of truth. There's no perfect example of anything, right? So, I don't believe that you can point to objective truth when it comes to evil. Now, you can make a bunch of emotional appeals. You can go, oh, it was disgusting the way he killed those people. Yes, it was. It was abhorrent. You can call it a number of things, right? Evil isn't one of them in my world. Evil is just like, and it's a word people made up because they refuse to understand why people do bad things, why people do antisocial things. There has to be objective truth. Why? Why does there have to be anything? How do you demonstrate to me an objective truth? If you can demonstrate to me an absolutely objective truth, I'll change my position. I'm not even kidding. Just tell me an objective truth. What's true is what's true for you, friend. Same for me. Morality is subjective. For proof of that, I point to history. There are things that we consider to be capital crimes now that were commonplace just a few hundred years ago on the same continent, right? Now, if you round up a posse of dudes and go lynch somebody, you've committed murder, right? 200 years ago, that was a viable way to handle shit on the continent. You know what I mean? So, in fact, less than 200 years ago, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 60, 70, 80 years ago, lynchings were common. Morality is 100% subjective. Like I said, if you go back in history, you look at even further back in history, there are things that are capital crimes now that were completely normal parts of society back then. And there's example after example after example. So if morality was objective, then there would be one morality traced all the way back to the beginning of history. And it would be the same, right? It would be exactly the same. But there's no objectivity in this world. Now, you can look at things from an objective viewpoint. You can be objective in your observation of things. We're talking about truth, purpose, meaning. There's no objectivity to these things. There's no objectivity to morality. Morality itself is a made-up fucking concept, right? The concept of like morals and morality was born with civilization, and humans existed for tens of thousands of years prior to civilizing. Some things are objective, like math. Isn't that why there's theoretical mathematicians that are constantly examining mathematical things that don't work but should? Like, there's an entire specialty in math where they study logical inconsistencies in mathematics. So the idea that mathematics, our knowledge in it has grown. How could it be objective? It's objective now. We know everything about mathematics, or are we still underestimating the complexity of mathematics? I know a mathematician would tell you the latter. What do you think? Yeah. Do you think 100 years ago, before, complex fucking algebra was commonplace? it's objective, but we don't know the answer. Well, then it can't be objective. You can't demonstrate objectivity. Yeah. Clearly, math is as it always will be. Of course, it won't be. Okay, wait a minute. Hamburgers taste good might be an objective truth. No, there are people that are grossed out by hamburgers. I hate to say it. I don't want to know those people, but they exist. You know, whenever I've had this conversation probably hundreds of times here, and you know, there's always one or two or three people in the chat that are really pissed off. I'm not saying pissed off. They're really adamant that there is objectivity, and yeah, I think they feel attacked by the very notion that what they consider to be objective is entirely subjective. Right? They've chosen on some level through cultural osmosis on another level, right? They've chosen to abide by a certain morality ascribed to them. No, it's cool. It's all good. I wasn't saying mad. I'm just saying, you know, disturbed. Maybe that's a better word. Upsetty spaghetti. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. Turkey's kicking now, man. I'm gonna keep quizzing him. Quiz away, friendo. That's what I'm here for. I like answering questions. I like answering questions because it centers my opinion. Because I'm a narcissist. Just kidding. Now, what do you got? What do you got, kiddo? Circus freak. Well, you can't sleep tonight? Oh, I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I'm just not ready to do it yet. You know what I mean? Soon, though. Very soon. Quiz me, you little shit. You're supposed to quiz me. Ugh. The guardian of lucidity. I am the central scrutinizer. Thanks for the 24-hour stream. A lot of us old heads really enjoyed it. I'm glad, man. Oh, you had to pee? I didn't really pee. I went and got a joint. This shit's getting too real for me, son. This line of questioning, getting too real for me. Yeah. No worries. I'm enjoying your questions. I like talking about things that are way above my pay grade, like reality, truth. If you were forced to make a persona, what would it be? Capybara. It'd be a capybara for sure. Oh my lord. Mine would be a cat. Femboy with cat ears. Jesus. You're like a Japanese anime character, ain't you? You're one of those dudes. You're like, Itadakimasu, Oni-chan. You're like that. Some kind of stoat. You'd be a stoat, bro. See, this is what I'm saying, man. There needs to be diversity in the furry fucking universe, bro. Because all I see out there is cats and wolves. Am I wrong? Why don't furries just admit they're all wolves? And every once in a while there's a cat in there. But most, 99.9% of furries are wolves. When are they just going to admit it? They're all wolves. And your take on flat earth bullshit, dinosaurs' existence. I believe it. Old world Tartaria stuff belonging, what? And beginnings and ends of previous civilizations. All dumb. No, not dumb. Part of a natural cycle, it seems, when it comes to human civilization. See, I believe that human civilization is one of the greatest evils, if you want to use that word, that we ever wreaked upon ourselves. Civilization is horrible. Horrible. Think about it, man. We're sitting here talking about purpose instead of living it. We live in what we call comfort and ease, but we're all fucking killing ourselves with depression and bullets, war, famine, pestilence. All right? This is not the way. Never has been the way, but people will hold on to it with all their might because at the center of civilization is an untenable thing. It is fuck you, got mine, and that can't exist on this planet, not with 9 billion of us, or 8 billion, or whatever it is. Fuck you, got mine. I mean, you're seeing it. Okay, Shakespeare. What are you talking about? Shakespeare. I can quote some actual Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or in meaning die. Dude, I don't know what your smoke detector's doing, bro. Probably hate Romeo and Juliet. The movie you talking about? You talking about the movie? I kind of liked the 90s movie. Yeah, no, civilizations are going to collapse, bro. No civilization is stable. This one's due, right? And I think we're seeing it in real time. You know, it doesn't happen like it does in the movies where all of a sudden there's this huge revolution and everything's burning overnight. Like, it's a slow, painful process of degradation. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? Vampire. You're pessimistic? In what way? What's pessimistic? Do you not, what do you think the other end of like civilization bad? What do you think the other end of that is? The state of nature good. Fuck you, got mine. Greatest words of wisdom, the modernist society in which we live today. Yes. Fuck you, got mine. Your family can eat a dick. Your life can fucking be snuffed out because fuck you, I got mine. Well, look at how that's working out. Climate falling apart, wars and rumors of war, unaffordable housing, unaffordable food, unaffordable transportation, people working 6 jobs just to make ends meet. Shit's fucking wild, son. This sound like it's fucking working? Because it don't to me. I'm pretty sure it didn't feel like it was working, about 50 years before the fall of the Roman Empire either. People were pretty fucking pissed off and disillusioned. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Knowing a line between pain and peace. I can't even read that, bro. That's way too fucked up. What the fuck are you tweaking about? Bro, just because you're too retarded to understand this conversation doesn't mean I'm tweaking. Imagine admitting that in a text thing. I'm too retarded to have this conversation. It's like, good for you, friend. Why don't you go watch some MMA or something, dunderhead? I once heard someone say we're part of nature. We came along to create plastic for the earth to use once we're gone. Yeah, maybe. You just came in? Well, thank goodness. The show can begin.